So first, we want to thank everyone for being here today. We are really excited as a school district to be here. We just received a beautiful tour of this state-of-the-art facility. My name is Azelle Kavan. I'm the Chief Communication Officer for Springfield Public Schools. Our Superintendent of Schools sends her regards. She's especially excited. I know she's had a tour of this building already, but unfortunately she could not be here. But we are joined by several leaders in our district who I would just like to introduce. We have our two assistant superintendents. We have Assistant Superintendent Terry Poe, who is Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum, Instruction, and Professional Development, and Jose Escribano, who is Assistant Superintendent of Family Engagement, Community Partnership, and Family Empowerment and Community Partnerships. And we are also joined by a member of our school committee, Josiah Gonzalez. And so we are all excited, and our Director of Visual and Performing Arts is with us here today too, Gary Bernice. And so we are excited to share information with our middle and high school students about an unbelievable opportunity for a free summer program beginning this year here in this amazing arts hub. We've just received a tour, and we know that the students who come here to participate, they may actually come because they have an interest in one side of the arts, but there's so much that they'll be exposed to here that it could possibly grow. They have the best facilities to work within, and it is just going to help them grow. So we are excited that Bob Bolduc, who has made all of this possible, who has transformed this beautiful setting into what it is and what it's going to be, has thought about our Springfield Public School students. And as we got the tour, we realized how thoughtful he was to make sure that this was built and designed in such a way to make kids feel welcomed, have fun, and to just breathe into their curiosity. So with that, I would like to invite our school committee member, Mr. Josiah Gonzalez, to say a few words as well.
Thank you so much, Azelle, and thank you so much to everyone for joining us this morning. I still haven't got out of Bob the exact number that he's invested in this project, and I say that because in a time where many people are running away from commercial real estate, we have a beautiful example right here in downtown Springfield in our Metro Center of Bob Bolduc, his family, his foundation, investing not only in this major real estate redevelopment project, but also in the future of the city of Springfield by investing in the youth, the children, and the families that are going to be able to be blessed by all the amazing services that are going to happen out of this facility. So with that being said, Bob, on behalf of the Springfield School Committee, thank you so much for your belief, your investment in what's going to take place here in the youth, the children of the city of Springfield. We're looking forward to this. For all of the parents, the families, those that are going to be seeing this press conference and different iterations by way of the different media outlets here today, you know, let's go away with this idea that there's nothing for youth in the city of Springfield to do. This is a prime example that there's going to be free programming all summer, year-round for youth, children, and families to engage in a positive atmosphere and environment. So with that being said, thank you all so much. Bob, thank you. Azelle, Springfield Public Schools, thank you so much for the coordination and leadership on this. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gonzalez. And now I would like to invite Mr. Bolduc to come to the mic and just tell us, I would love to hear about just the thoughtfulness that went into this project in terms of students and young people, because you really emphasized that as we took a tour. So if maybe you could speak to that and then take any questions.
Sure, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. It's great to showcase this facility. We've been looking forward to this day for a long time. We will be opening for students in July this year. We have a full program planned with basically every room will be full, and this place will be alive. Our goal is to have 250 middle school kids here in the morning for our morning sessions, and another 250 high school students here in the afternoon for the same thing. And they will be able to experiment or improve their skills with any one of the arts areas, whether that's dancing, music, singing, acting, creative arts, audiovisual, media, which I have to big shout out to Kyle Homestead, who's created that part of this, and it's just wonderful, okay? Our goal is to make this a happy place for kids this summer and to give them something to do. And right, as of today, we have 270 students signed up. We want to see 600 signed up, and because sometimes they can't come all the time, and that'll give us a full house. So if you put that word out there that to go on our website, hyff.org, or pretty much anything, the school department has all our connections. There's a scan code there for students to sign up, and then we'll take it from there. Our other need, besides everyone's help in getting students, is instruments. So we're going to start pretty soon a campaign for people in the area who may have some instruments sitting around that they're not using. And we've made arrangements with Pride, my old namesake, that people can drop them off at any Pride, and then we'll pick them up from there. So there's a lot of Prides around, it's going to be convenient, and then we'll get them refurbished as needed, and that'll save us a lot, okay? I see Bokul is here from the Springfield Parking Authority, and I want to absolutely thank Bokul for the great, and his chairperson, for the great work that they have done in our cooperation at fixing up the parking garage itself. We have a long way to go, but we know that we are going to bring lots of new faces downtown that maybe have not come here before, and when they do, they're going to see not only a great facility here, but all the environs. The courtyards are being redone, the parking garage is being redone, and they will not believe what Springfield can do. So, with that, questions?
Somebody who has worked hard and built an awful lot of things, how much fun was this?
Oh, it was great fun. Okay. Mostly because of what we're going to do for our kids, okay? The Springfield Public Schools does as much as they can, but there's such a need because, as I may have said, not every young person wants to play sports. And a lot of them want and need to express themselves through the arts, and our goal is to give them that opportunity here. This is going to be a hub where they can come, feel safe, and experiment and grow. And that's our satisfaction, daily satisfaction. Everyone on my team enjoys coming to work because we enjoy seeing our youth expand and grow.
You've dedicated a lot of time and energy and money to this. Why?
Just a matter of giving back, I guess. Okay, as simple as that. As you know, my family and I, through Pride, supported any youth group that needed it for years, as well as other groups. And now we have the opportunity to do it on a bigger scale. And we see the need. The need is tremendous. So that's why.
And why here at this location, which had been empty for so long and kind of forgotten, tucked away back here?
Okay, because this is a perfect opportunity. When I first got into it, I simply thought we'd improve it all for acting and theater and whatever you might use in the main theater. As we got into it and realized how big it was and saw all the other rooms, it became very obvious that we could create an entire center for the arts here and offer all the arts to our young people. So that's how it came about. It just kind of grew. Okay? But most of all, the best thing is it's downtown Springfield, so kids can take PVTA to get here. And it brings more activity downtown because, as everyone knows, I'm a big fan of downtown and Springfield in general. And this, we hope, will become an art zone. There's several blocks around here where we will bring in new life to this part of the city.
And have you secured instructors for?
Yes.
Oh, great.
We have all our instructors lined up for our musical theater, instruments, dance. What else, Cal? Audiovisual media.
Technical arts.
Yeah. Cre-
Various forms of theater and acting,
Yeah. Creative writing.
creative writing, video, a reading program too here this summer.
Yes. Oh, yes, I should mention that. And first, I'll complete the answer to that question. We only have 2 needs left, and that's for someone to run our art program, painting, traditional arts, painting, drawing, that type of thing. And we're talking to people now about who we're going to hire to do the creative writing. Okay? Creative writing is really important to these kids. Kyle mentioned our reading program. We will also have a full reading program down here, and I should put a plug in for that. Last year, we heard, we all know it started this way. We all know that the national thrust is to get kids to read by 3rd grade. It's the national goal, it's our state goal. And so we asked the question, what about the kids who didn't get to read by 3rd grade? What is there for them? And there's not much. So since we like big goals and big problems, good example here, we decided to learn about how we can help those kids. So when you have a student who's going into 6th grade but reading at 4th grade level, there's a problem. And the schools have so many challenges with all the different needs they have to fill every day. They just can't do all of them. So we said, we're going to tackle that one. So we hired the best consultants in the country to design a program for us to help kids who are 6th, 7th, 8th grade reading several years behind. They did, we did it. We're now in, and our results are this. We can bring 1/4, and this is proven using not our testing results, but the testing results from the public school system. They measure them before and after throughout the year anyway. So we've brought kids up, 1/4 of our kids can grow up a half a grade, half of them will go up a full grade, and the other 1/4 will go up 2 grades by going through our program. And that's just one session of our programs. It's expensive, it's highly instructional with time and effort, and all the people that we hire know that it's more important to spend time just talking to the students before we actually try and teach anything. And so we make that connection, and when you bring that combination of the latest technology and care for the students and love for the students into it, it becomes magical. And that's what we'll be doing here also. So this is not just going to be a place for the arts. This is going to be family and a place where all our young students will grow in many ways. So anyway, that's our reading program, and we will have a session of that down here also, probably in our boardroom. Okay?
You also might want to mention the food program.
Yes, I did upstairs, but just for the record, we will be, yes, in fact, thank you, now's the time to do it. We have been approved to offer the federal free breakfast and lunch program this summer for all our students and for all youth in downtown Springfield. The closest site right now is, there's one in North End, South End, but there's nothing in the middle. So we will have that here. And that starts on July 7th. And so you want to put that out there, that any youth in the area would contact public schools, who will link them to the application for the homegrown program, also known as, that's run by Sodexo. Good question, thank you.
Sorry, could I have a number? Oh, I'm so sorry. Could I have a number of the amount of instructors that you guys have offered? Do you know?
Oh, I'll bet there's at least 15, maybe 20 when you fill in all the gaps and everything.
And how many staffers total?
We have on our nonprofit organization, which what you see, Hope for Youth, we have 10 full-time, and we had 6 AmeriCorps fellows last year, and we were scheduled for more than 6 next year. But as you know, Washington has cut that out, which is probably one of the biggest travesties around, because these are young people who were gap year, who needed to find something to do themselves, who wanted to give back to their communities. The government paid half their salary, we paid the other half, and they went out and they worked with our young people in the schools and everything with love every day, and it's all now cut, pulled the rug. We got an email a few weeks ago saying, send everybody home. Crazy.
And then is there a deadline for other students who haven't applied yet for the program?
No, we're going to keep it till we get our number.
Okay.
But we would, it's a good question. We would encourage them to apply soon because they're starting to roll in more every day. You know, we started with a few and now we're getting 10 and 20 a day. So it's catapulting.
Are there other groups or other performers who are scheduled to come in, planning to come in
No.
above and beyond your program?
No, well, we'll have guest artists come in, and we'll have all the students in the main theater to learn from them, inspirational speakers, guest artists like that. There are lots of other great programs in the city for Springfield youth, and they're well-known, and they're all set up with their own facilities and all. So we're basically augmenting what they do on a much bigger scale.
Will the theater be available for a promoter who has a
Yes.
touring act or something along those lines?
I'm going to let Kyle answer that one because he's handling that piece of it also.
So we will certainly, I think your question was about presenting public concerts
Yeah.
and so on here. So we will certainly be presenting and announcing soon a whole schedule, a whole season of public concerts that will take place here. And the exciting thing about those concerts is not only does it welcome the public into this space and really create this as a center of gravity in the city for arts more broadly, but all of our programs with young people, those young people who are interested in, for example, learning the technical arts are going to be able to then support and be part of the productions that when we have touring artists come through. So we have an exciting, we're not ready to announce yet, but we have an exciting season of all kinds of artists and concerts and theatrical productions and so on coming in here. And we're really excited that that will become an opportunity for young people to interact with artists who are coming from all over the world to do public performances here and be part of the behind the scenes for that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carl. Any other questions?
I think she had also asked if there were any requirements for the students' enrollment.
Oh, yeah. No, there are no requirements. We're free to Springfield youth. Simple as that, okay?
Middle
welcome.
School age, right?
Yes, I'm sorry, middle and high school students. Thank you very much.
Any other questions? Do you want to say something
I
else?
was going to add one more thing about the program. So as we've been working with all of the teaching artists who are going to be here, one theme that has emerged, it's really two themes. Imagination and collaboration have become the two main currencies of how these programs are coming together. So we will have young people doing all these different disciplines, but we're really excited that in this facility, which has so much space and can support so many different types of programs, we're going to have staff that are going to really help with the artistic direction of connecting different disciplines together to create products through collaboration. And and it's one thing for a young person to say do some writing or learn how to make beats or learn how to play an instrument, but it's a whole another level when that student gets to come together with somebody else who's learning how to direct a video, to make a music video, or choreographing dance, and to have a team of dancers that can then support their project. So again, collaboration and imagination are really the two kind of currencies that are going to be shared across all of these different programs here. And as opposed to having them segmented, we're really going to encourage that kind of collaborative environment both among the instructors and among the students. So we're really looking forward to that.
Well, thank you all. That's it. Thank you.